Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Welcome
morning.
back, everybody. Wake up, Web3. JC, you're looking a little weird today.
Hey, to quote a famous doctor, fezzes are cool.
I love it. I love it. Looking great, man. For those of you guys who don't know, during game night last night, got a little too excited, and let's go. Congrats on the purchase, JC. That's a big milestone here in crypto for us.
Guys, I'm like freaking super excited. Hey, Ice, no worries.
Ice, always great to see you, man. OG. Yeah.
You got another meeting?
So
Yeah, maybe I did something.
bit of a wild night last
Yeah.
night, guys. Obviously, we had a really big announcement that we will get into. And no, it is not that Alpha Origins bought a Bored Ape. But we plan on utilizing the other side quite a bit more now. As you guys know, we're really involved in a lot of Web3 gaming. JC's got his Illuvium plaque in the background. But honestly, a lot of Web3 games have been sucking the big one lately, to be totally honest. And it really looks like Yuga has just been continuously building out on the other side. And it's so amazing that one of our boys is now in the club. So shout out JC.
I know it seemed last night, if you were live on game night, it seemed like an impulse kind of thing, but I've been eyeing a Bored Ape for months, as you know, the prices have been good, but I just didn't want to liquidate some crypto to buy one. But after the huge dump on Friday, all of these people who they quick trade on Blur to get points or whatever, and they make 0.05 ETH every time they buy or sell a Bored Ape, and like they had to dump their prices real quick. So the Bored Ape prices were down below 8 Ethereum, and if you remember the height of the bull run and the NFT run last market, the Bored Ape floor was 100 ETH.
It got up to 100. I didn't think it went that high.
Maybe it was 80. I don't know. It was ridiculous.
And that's the thing, guys. Like, a lot of people were like, who in the right mind would spend, 20, 30, 40, $100,000 on a picture of a monkey? And if you don't understand the space, it makes complete sense. But the thing with the Bored Apes, guys, is we did the math last night, and if ETH stays where it is right now, like price-wise, and the floor of the Bored Ape goes back up, there is still so much room to make money. Either the price of ETH going up or the floor itself going up, and this is obviously
or both.
Yeah, or both. And this is obviously the biggest project in crypto. ETH, we realistically think is only going to go to probably about 10K. So
yeah, 10 to 15 maybe. Great, but I mean that's one of the factors for why I bought one as an investment thing. The other factor is Yuga. Yeah, Yuga Labs is building. Yuga Labs is making metaverse plays, and their projects are always clean. But wow, I lost. I squirrel brain there.
it's
all of their yeah, all of their NFTs have utility. They host huge conferences that you can get tickets to if you're an ape holder. You have perks in the metaverse. You have ape token perks. It's just they have so much utility for their NFT. And believe it or not, you guys know that we have an NFT coming up soon. And I'll just be flat out honest. Yuga is one of the people we stole ideas from. Like the way they build their project and the utility that they put into their project, we were like, hey, that's a great idea. We should do something like that.
Absolutely. And guys, the main thing is the metaverse that they're building. They have brought all of the biggest projects in crypto and created this.
You know the day destroys the night.
I am going to turn it down.
Night divides the
Yeah,
day.
because I can't hear you.
Try to run, try to hide. Break on to the other side. Break on through to the other side.
All right. So good though. But guys, essentially, they're not only the biggest, most successful NFT project, but they are building many of these experiences within the other side and allowing other communities to build things in the other side as well. It is live. We've already, hosted a couple.
You see that little guy right there carrying the ape? Look real close at Reptar's necklace. Look real close.
I love the Kodas, the Kodamara, the whole little creatures of the other side. I might have to get a Koda today after JC just flexed on all of us. But the main thing, guys, is we hold land in this ecosystem, and we are going to be, really kind of building out different experiences and games within this. This is kind of going to be one of our many plays within different metaverses. But the cool thing, guys, is this is like kind of the map, and every little dot you see is a land plot, and they all have different resources on these lands, and we're really going to be able to not only do fun things for the community, but we're going to be able to generate revenue and all of these different things through what they are building. So again, guys, this is probably the biggest play in all of NFTs.
We're going to be transitioning. Like, if you've been a member of our community, you know this already. If you're new to Alpha Origins, then we've been in the Web3 gaming space. We've tried and played in various metaverses and ecosystems. Obviously, you can see I've got Illuvium. We spent a lot of time over the last 2.5 years, more than Foskey, last 2.5 years playing big time. We're definitely in the faraway gaming system. We've played some Serum City, Dookie Dash, that type of stuff. You guys know, we do like to get into the metaverse plays, and this is, I think we're going to pivot some as we've moved away from big time, but just due to their tokenomics and kind of their questionable choices they've made lately. I think we're going to transition and focus more into the Yuga ecosystem. We've given away at least 2 other deeds, tons of Maras, a couple of Coda Maras. We like the ecosystem, and we've been involved with it. Gosh, when you were playing Legends of the Mara like a year and a half ago, right?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, and that was obviously it wasn't made by the other side, or excuse me, by Yuga. It was it was a faraway game. And that kind of, Faraway is transitioning and having a bit of a break from a lot of their projects. But yeah, Legends of the Mara, and, that was kind of like my entry into all of the creatures of the other side. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. But to my understanding, the Kodas are still associated with the other side. It is the one collection that Yuga, I think, held on to. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do. This is a Coda right here, the little creature. It's not a very good shot of them. But yeah, guys, this is a huge ecosystem that we are really excited to get involved in. And technically, you can already get in and check it out. You don't even need an NFT. So. Oh
yeah, you can go in the swamp.
Yeah. So we are going to be hosting. We're going to be hosting an event here soon where we're going to be hanging out in the swamp, and JC's going to be flexing his NFT.
God, I'm super excited. I mean, it's number one. It's a good. I think it's a good risk versus reward play. Honestly, I'm in the crypto space to make money, and to meet people and to help other people make money. But it's also like, I'm not gonna lie, it feels like a little bit of a status thing.
It is, man. I mean,
it feels pretty good. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I'm super excited.
And that's the thing. They always say, you're the sum of the people that you spend the most time with, right? So if you're hanging out, if your 5 best friends are, I don't know. I don't know how to say this respectfully. If they're the kind of people that are hanging out at the bar every night and, you know, not really doing very much with their lives, and, you know, they most likely you're going to develop habits from the people you spend time with. So if you hang out in a group of 20,000 people who all have the means and the resources and the knowledge accumulated to afford something like a Bored Ape, you're probably going to learn something. And having connections in this space is a very, very big important part of it. So it might just seem like a monkey picture to a lot of people. I do get that, but there is a lot of financial value to own this, as well as just making connections in the space, which is, you know, literally what we are here to do. So
yep. How can we figure out who can we generate, build relationships with, so that we can share information with our community to help them better themselves, better their situations?
Exactly. And value too. You know,
Yep.
it's you know, the connections we've made in the space. We'll talk more about the NFT coming here soon, but we've literally, you know, we've been able to make connections with people like that have worked for Marvel and DC. I mean, John Cena follows us on Twitter. I mean, you know, it's just the connections we made in the space has just been unbelievable, and it's because, you know, of things like Discord and being involved in NFT communities. But obviously, JC, you don't think the markets are gonna completely dump to nothing if we're going out buying Bored Apes and stuff. But DJ did have some TA for us at game night last night. If you guys don't know, DJ is our in-house technical analyst. He's involved in most of these things like the stock market, but he does do TA on a lot of cryptos. And
yeah, let me get that pulled up because I want to show you.
Oh,
I want to show you what DJ talked. Yeah, what DJ talked about last night. If you want to preface that with what he talked about, what was it, 3 Wednesdays ago, and he called it 12 hours ahead of time. I'll get.
Are you talking about the massive, biggest crypto dump we've ever seen?
No. Before that,
Um,
like about 3 weeks ago, because it was before, you know, I went on vacation. DJ was doing TA in our game night and was like, "Look, guys, I see this pattern here. So you know, there's a possibility that, you know, Bitcoin could continue up, or it may, you know, reject off of ascending support and come down to, you know, about 112 or so, 110 to 112." He said that about 10 o'clock at night. The next day, by 10 o'clock in the morning, Bitcoin dipped down to 112.
Okay, so I see where you're going with this. So, so basically, most of technical analysis, and DJ's biggest thing is he pays attention to support levels. Okay, so and obviously this is a very basic thing, but most of the time when these support levels either break or dip back down, it's pretty easy to predict that and to prepare for it. So a few weeks ago, DJ basically, to the number, called that Bitcoin would drop from about, what was it, 124 to around 114.
Yep.
And then we brought him onto the show. Now, this was before the biggest
The mega crash
in crypto history, in most of the markets, I believe. This was an insane drop. $2 billion liquidated from the crypto or the stock market. 20 billion liquidated from the crypto market. Blood, guys. And I don't want to be that guy and be like, oh, we called it, but he totally did. He didn't say we were going to have the biggest liquidation event we have ever seen, but what he did say is if Bitcoin broke below that 109 resistance,
Look
it
out.
was going to drop hard.
Yep.
And it absolutely did. And what's even crazier is we might not be done dumping.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
share with you
Yeah,
what
JC
some of the stuff DJ showed us last night. This is he talked about support levels. This was an ascending wedge that he showed last night. And if you're not a TA person, don't worry. DJ is a TA person. I'm not a TA person. But he's following the trend here, and this is a weekly chart. But he just pointed out, look, here's the wedge. If it were to fall below this, and understand each candle here represents 1 week, so this is not a last Friday thing where it drops in 1 hour, but that. Sorry, let me get off of the. Can I zoom in here? I can. You can see he's just using the measurements here. That even that could be. Yikes. Could be. Again, this is not a. He pointed this out. This is an hourly chart.
So just to clarify, guys, that was the previous chart from weeks ago. This is what he noticed developing right now. This is the chart from.
This is an hourly, and I'll show you the weekly as well. But if you're new to if you know what TA is, you know what this is. If you're new, this is called a head and shoulders. Here's a head, and here's 2 shoulders. And the way you determine when this formation typically breaks down, just typically, it could invalidate this by going up, not a big deal. But the way you kind of set your lower target is by measuring the top of the head to the shoulder line, and you go, okay, so you create a line, and then you drop down here and see how far does that go. That puts it down in the 104 range.
And if you look at the what happened immediately after that head and shoulders pattern, like after everybody went to bed, after game night, we're down, guys. It went down, not by very much, but he's not only calling for the short-term price movement. He does believe there is going to be another dip coming soon. This could possibly this weekend. And the thing to keep in mind, guys, is this is not a bad thing. I know nobody likes when the price goes down, but the one thing that DJ was really kind of hammering home last night was everything was over leveraged. There was way too much leverage. Everything is still bullish. The news is bullish. All that, we'll get into this in a second, why we think that obviously we're still going to see an incredible cycle. But basically what's happening is all of the money got shaken out. Everyone that was over leveraged, all these people that are just, and that is going to create a healthy environment for things to really move.
Yep. And this is a 4. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up the numbers here to see what the charts are doing. You can see this is a 4 hour. So you got a 1 hour head and shoulders. You got a 4 hour head and shoulders. And if we scroll down here, this is that's the 1 hour again. Sorry, where's the one I'm looking for? I guess it was the 4 hour. 1 hour and 4 hours. Still, the target here on the 4 hour is going to be down here around 104. So these don't always play out, but the majority of the time they play out to the downside. And so don't be surprised if you see Bitcoin drop to the 104, 102 level. Yeah. And then if you look at the big chart here, if it drops, this line right here is 110, and you can see this is going all the way back to July. Holy crap! So this is a weekly. Every candle's a week. Anyway, you can read right there what that is. But here's the last week's big drop here. Let me zoom in on that. You see where it dipped down here. Where is that? That dipped all the way down to 109, which is still, or 108. That's still not a big dip for Bitcoin. But so don't be surprised if that pattern plays out and it goes down to 102. Just don't be surprised.
And so one thing I do want to pull up, I can't share right now. I don't.
Yeah, I'll hang on.
No, it's all good, man. As long as it was at the last chart for DJ. Okay.
Yep, that was it.
So, and it's interesting because we're not the only people that think so, guys. There is going to be probably quite a drop. We rebounded back to 4 trillion already after the biggest drop that we've ever seen. Crypto analysts are saying that October is still on. Why? Despite major liquidations, the biggest that we have ever seen, we do still think that, we're going to be bullish again. So where's the quote that I found? This one was interesting. Yep. So about, obviously, as we were talking about earlier, kind of shook everyone out of the markets. People were aggressively longing. This is from 2015. Kind of shows some information right here. This is the point that I wanted to make. People aren't panicking. Well, people are panicking. Small money's panicking. The big boys, the financial institutions, the governments, they're not selling. They are moving money. And they're basically manipulating the market to allow their buddies, basically, buy in cheaper. So people are essentially, they rotated their money out of altcoins and put it into Bitcoin because of the drop. And we're going to see a lot of that going on, guys. A lot of money is going to be moving around over the next probably month as the markets are getting ready to absolutely be sent.
Yeah. We didn't do bubbles or coin market cap this morning.
Oh my gosh, we got too excited about the Bored Ape. So what are the markets doing right now, guys? Because we all know they went down last night. Thank you, DJ, for preparing us for everything.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Wrong screen.
Bubbles. Is this the right one?
I got him. Haha. Oh.
Do you want to share? I'll let you share the bubbles.
No. You keep it.
Whoa. That was weird. It had both of us for a second.
I know.
So, as you can see, guys,
a well-oiled professional machine.
This is kind of misleading, the daily chart for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull up the weekly. This kind of gives us a better idea of where we're at. I do have some news about FET. I would personally stay away from FET AI right now. So
what's going on with them?
Excuse me, guys. I know a lot of stuff is down right now. Mostly around 20%. I mean, some of the big projects are really only down between 15 and 20%. Still great buying opportunities. There is some shady stuff going on with FET, I guess. They're leaving ASI, the alliance that was formed between them and a couple other projects. There was also some suspicious money, suspicious transactions that money was taken out of the project. I don't know the whole story, so I don't want to give any wrong information, but essentially it looks like they have ghosted and gone silent, and it looks like they kind of maybe had taken some money.
Took their money and left, huh?
Yeah, so that was a project that we were really bullish on and into. I have since found another AI project I think is going to do way, way better.
Have you looked at this CO AI?
Yeah, so I did look at that one, but there's a few other ones I looked at that I'm just like, oh no, this is the one. And I'm not talking about Render. Render's still a great project. Right now it's down 16% for the week, guys. Huge buying opportunity. Same thing with a lot of our coins from our top 10 picks. I mean, we got Arrow down 22%. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of AI out there, and that's why we feel like it deserves its own video. So we're gonna have our price predictions. Near, hint, down almost 20%. I mean, there is just so much opportunity right now, guys, and now is not the time to be scared. Now is the time to be excited, and because JC has some more news we want to pull up, but these ETFs, these government agencies, these people that are basically going to rebuild the financial system, they're not selling their crypto. They're buying more. And they're trying to set things up so they can sell it to other people. Like,
100%.
They wouldn't be manipulating the market. They wouldn't be doing all these ETFs. They would not be doing what they're doing if it was all over.
Nope. They would be the first ones cutting loss.
Yeah.
They'd
So,
like,
JC, I'll let you go ahead and
Yeah,
I'll let you go ahead and share what you wanted to talk about because it was relevant. But every day there's a new ETF filing. Every day more BlackRock Bank goes into it. Every day more and more governments.
From All In Crypto, one of the people that you should follow.
Once again,
BlackRock is planning to reveal a new money market fund for stablecoin issuers that follows the new rules outlined by the Genius Act. So here you see, we finally got some legislation passed. BlackRock, the largest investment firm by asset in the world, is going to create a money market fund for stablecoin issuers. So in the Genius Act, if you want to issue a USD-based stablecoin, you have to back it with actual, not crypto, assets, including U.S. Treasuries and apparently money market funds. So BlackRock is going to create a money market fund and say, hey, you want to issue a stablecoin? We'll buy our money market fund to back it.
And JC, you brought up a really good point. I don't know if this was at our meeting or if it was during game night, but you brought up a really interesting point. After this savage dump, and all these ETFs pending, how are they? It's almost like they almost didn't realize what they were doing. How are you going to manipulate the market and crash everything between 30 and 60%, and then expect the average uneducated person who really doesn't understand crypto in the first place to want to buy these ETFs?
Right. I don't know. I don't know if I think we talked about it yesterday on the video. We talked about it last night at game night. I don't know that the big. I don't think BlackRock or any of the other big guys were responsible for the depth of the crash.
Oh no!
Were they trying to take out leverage people and stack their bags? Sure. But like we talked about yesterday, again, All In Crypto is another person who started this conversation immediately, like last Saturday when everything just bottomed out. It's like these centralized exchanges did not have the liquidity to cover all their trades, and it made it 1,000 times worse. So.
Exactly, and they never do. It's funny because that's why we're such a big supporter of DeFi, is because DeFi had not a single problem during this.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong, like DeFi, the decentralized finance, guys, these exchanges, they don't make money buying and selling crypto. They make money on transaction volume. And they don't care if the price goes up or down.
You got to remember, these are banks, and what do banks do? They lend out money that they don't have, So they never have enough liquidity when these major things happen, and again, this was just made so much worse. It was exacerbated because of the massive amounts of people that were just over leveraged. So.
Yep. And like Reptar said a second ago, they're still filing for ETFs. CoinShares files for an XRP ETF listing on NASDAQ under the new rules, which, they're just going to be issuing I'm going to call it, instead of ETF, I'm going to say like a mutual fund. Okay, they're going to issue their mutual fund, which you can buy and sell on the NASDAQ, and it's going to be an XRP ETF. But crypto's dead.
Tell you what, buying XRP at $1.14 was, and that's the thing, guys. Again, I got lucky. We need to get into some memes here in a second. Sometimes you get lucky, but because I was at work, I caught the dump and the crash. I thought it was a glitch at first. Everyone at work stopped working. We all put our phones in our faces. Boss was like, "What's going on?" And we're all just like, 1 minute, please. We're taking our break, all of us, right now. So I immediately posted in the Discord. And that's the thing, guys. If you were paying attention, you 3x in minutes.
An hour.
Yeah. And the thing is, we got lucky. Sometimes it happens. But having a community and in a group that you can, you know, bounce ideas off of and share and be like, hey guys, everything's crashing, buy everything. A lot of people were able to do very well during this whole thing because, again, it's this hive mind of people just working together to find what is the best. And
that's right. Mr. Gray is absolutely right. When you're not lucky, DCA.
Yeah, exactly. Because
this is the way.
If you're buying every day and you zoom out and you remember the macro events, the ETFs, everything bullish that's going on, not even a 40% drop is making me sell my buys.
It's been a minute since I gave this example. Like it's been, we're on episode 44. It's probably been 10 or 15 episodes. If you are the unluckiest trader ever and you bought one Bitcoin at the top of the last 3 bull runs, and that's the only Bitcoin you bought, like no one bought a single Bitcoin higher than you in the last 3 bull runs, you're still up 4x.
And that's if you were the worst trader ever. But you know what that worst trader ever didn't do?
Sell.
He didn't
Panic.
sell. So
DCA is the way.
Yikes. So where does $300 trillion come from? Oh, billion.
Click.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so this was just random. So Paxos is the company behind PayPal USD, and they generated 300. Like they typed up just like Shiba Inu printed 4 quadrillion. Like we're gonna make 4 quadrillion Shiba Inu tokens. Okay, cool. They were gonna create PYUSD. And they created 300 trillion, and they immediately burned it because they were like, I don't know. I agree with Tim. So Tim Warren is a technical analyst. I met him when he was doing TA for CryptoJeb. He also did some TA for a while on the BitBoy crypto stuff.
We love Jeb.
Yeah, Jeb. Tim's a good dude. He's an excellent technical analyst. So. But yeah, he posted this, and I just thought it was funny. They probably meant to be 300 million, or was it a publicity stunt just to get people talking about it?
Well, listen, I watched Shrek 2 last night. Just saying. But anyway, yeah, guys, it's again, there's just so much going on, and we really. The most important thing is to be paying attention, guys, and that is why we started Alpha Origins, to create this group of people that we could share information, make some money and have some fun in the process. And we had quite the announcement last night. A lot of people know that we do have an NFT collection, and we have, as JC so eloquently said, we have stolen a lot of ideas from the most successful NFT projects, because at the end of the day, if your NFT doesn't do something, it's useless. And we really see the value in not only like the utility that we've given for our NFTs, but just the community itself. Honestly, like we're smaller than a lot of NFT communities out there, but just the solid core group of people that we have in our Discord, it's just, I am just so happy to see where everything's gone, and which is why we have decided we are going to open up the first official public mint, our first wave, and ask any one of our NFT holders. We have put so much value into these projects. We hired a DC Marvel artist to do the art. We've done airdrops, we've done giveaways, we've done raffles. We have tons and tons of things packed into these guys. So we're very excited to eventually get out the official date for our mint, but I love the testimonial part. These are real people who have given their honest testimonial about what they think about.
No one was paid for this.
Owned it. Yeah, and it's and again, shout out to all you guys that left a testimonial. It's been amazing to see, and you guys are really just allowing us to really take this to the next level. So this is, we're doing it a little bit earlier than we wanted to, but we're really excited to finally roll this out and give some new people a chance to get into this community, because it's coming. It's coming.
Guys, if you're interested, the link is in our description here. If you want to check out the website, it does have a link to our white paper, all our socials. The shop is here, but it's closed right now just because of tariff stuff and, importing. We have shirts and koozies and stuff like that. But just
check out the
ignore that for now.
Tab, just so we can kind of
talk about Ben for a minute.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about Ben, because I got some cool stuff here that we wanna kind of
Ben Herrera.
Got some stuff.
Love you, Ben. Freaking awesome.
So Ben, he's had a lot of experience. He's worked for Rockstar Games, Blowfish Studios. He also worked for DC and Marvel for 20 years. And Ben is just
there's Ben.
Such an amazing guy. Honestly, like genuinely just a cool dude. And he's done a lot of high caliber stuff. I mean, a lot of you guys probably know Batman Arkham City. This is just the graphic
little game, Red Dead Redemption.
Game, but he did work on the game as well. And, he really put so much time into, he told us so many times he had such a fun time doing this project. We basically gave him free reign. And, we're so excited to finally get these out to the community. And, again, we have so many ideas for utility. We're going to have to make our own video. We probably can't just
check out the website for the basics, but yeah.
But JC, if you
we'll
could just
do a
go
video
through very quickly what the utilities are and stuff, and then I can talk about what exactly I am doing with these bad boys today.
Yeah, oh, nice little tease. I didn't even know we had those. So this is what we've done so far. We've had giveaways, raffles. Basically, your NFT acts as a raffle ticket and kind of an entry key into some of our couple of locked channels. But we do raffles, we do random airdrops, we do have some like I said, some locked content. We do the Alpha Origins team. By the way, if you don't know us, you're not a member of our community. We're an LLC. We're not just a random Discord community. We started out as a Discord community, but we have an LLC based in the US. So we're a company. We do have assets. Yeah, we're doxed. Obviously, I'm JC. But anyway, we do have some assets in that we use to generate income. We do some yield farming. Our lands, our crypto lands that we have, our metaverse lands, that as they generate any type of income, that goes to the community pool, which we use to fund our prizes. Anyway, early access to games. Like if we get early access passes, holders are going to be getting those first.
And guys, again, connections. We've made so many connections in the space. We've been able to get people into these projects early. We've been able to, offer different things to people. But the man, the myth, the legend right here, guys. Woof. Ben, just, what else can I say, man? He's just worked on so many cool things. And just the fact that we were able to get him was
Spider-Man, X-Men, Justice League, Wolverine, Batman, Arkham City, Rockstar Games, Blowfish Studios. The guy's been a Marvel artist for 20 years. Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption, Deus Ex, Midnight Club. Like, can't believe
Midnight Club? So,
all right, let me stop sharing so you can show what you got there.
So, again, guys, there's a lot of utility for the projects. We won't go through all of it today. We will have a video.
We'll make a long form video.
But if you guys, some of you eagle eyes out there might have noticed that some of the NFTs are signed. So what we have decided to do is some of the things that Ben has worked on, as much as we love, digital collectibles, but we also like physical collectibles, and we're big into the gaming industry, and, gaming is kind of one of the big areas we're involved with. And unfortunately, physical media is dying. And I am truly upset by that, somebody who's worked in the gaming industry for a while. So we are going to be giving away physical copies of not only the games that Ben has worked on, but some of the comics that he has worked on. These are all going to be sent out and signed to any of you lucky enough to get a signed edition. And some of these games the games themselves are going for quite a bit of money just because they're PS2 games. They haven't been out for a while. And obviously, some of them are pretty popular. So,
yep. So
you guys that have signed ones, you guys are going to not only be getting everything else that we talked about, but you're even going to be able to redeem them for some physical stuff as well. So,
and the beauty of our collection is that we can add stuff like, oh, so you've got a signature and you've claimed a physical redeemable and then you sold it. Well, you know what? Maybe next year we do another physical redeemable or another perk for signatures. We do whatever we want. That's the cool thing. It's like we can add prizes, perks, utilities as we go along.
And one story, I know we talk about this a lot. We brought this up a lot, but it's just one of my favorite stories. One member, we host weekly events for everybody, but we had one member actually not only win an Alpha Origins NFT, but then immediately after the next week, won one of the biggest raffles that we've ever done. He not only got a free NFT worth 0.2 ETH, but then he got it was a far away, like $800 or something like
depending,
that.
Depending on.
So if he had bought the NFT, he would have doubled his money, but he didn't buy it. He got it for free. So literally like $2,000 just
and hasn't sold it. Still
for
winning.
Participating in the community.
Yep.
And that's the thing, guys. We reward participation. Yes, people can buy these, they can sell them, they can flip them or whatever. But the real value from these is going to be from
community.
the community.
It's the community.
And not a lot of projects can say that. A lot of NFTs don't really do very much, and that is one thing that we are going to make sure that sets us apart from other projects.
Why does this NFT have value? It's not because of the picture. Our NFTs, as beautiful as they are and created, I mean, look, they're so fun. They've got a lot of stuff going on. They're done. Love the tardigrade, the water bear. That's an inside joke.
They look good together.
Like the digital media itself is not the value. It's the community behind the digital media. The reason Bored Apes have lasted and have the value that they have is because of the Bored Ape Yacht Club community, the Yuga community. That's what brings the value to any NFT project. And look, guys, the Alpha Origins community is the value. Even if we never had NFTs, which that was never a plan, and all of a sudden we were like, hey, some of these other NFT projects, they have good things about them, but they have bad things about them. They did this well, but they didn't do that well. So we decided, hey, you know what? Let's do this project so that we can increase basically increase the amount of prizes that we can share with our community.
And just for reference, love all that, but just keep this in mind, guys. For those of you guys who have been with us over the past few years, think about what we've been able to do without a mint, without any funds for the mint. This is our first public mint, and if you guys were happy with what we could do before, imagine what is going to happen after the mint is successful and we have some funds to play with.
Once XRP goes to 10,000, I'm building a space station, and if you hold the NFT, that's a free ticket to the space station.
He's not kidding. But yeah, guys, it went a little longer than we expected today, but that's always good. We really appreciate all you guys that are in the chat right now, live, hanging out with us. Big stuff coming. We're gonna have that announcement for you guys in the Discord with all the details for the mint. And my biggest thing is just ask anybody that has one of these NFTs. Come into the Discord and ask what they think about them.
Ask on Twitter. Ask on or X. Just
we
ask.
can stay here till we're blue in the face and tell you how great they are, but you're really not going to know until you ask the people who have owned them. And that's our goal. We want, the NFT has always been a side project for us. But that doesn't mean we don't take it seriously. And we've learned from so many failures and so many successes that we think we have a very, very good strategy for making this project a success.
Yep. And the community will be a success whether or not the NFTs are a success.
Yeah, exactly.
Bottom line.
And just saying, guys, our floor has been holding up pretty well. So shout out to all of our
people
holders.
aren't selling.
Yep, and
They're holding.
shout out to all the new holders that we're going to be having very shortly. Because the bull run is not over, and we are ready. And once again, shout out Yuga. You got some new monkeys joining the club.
That's right. We've been in the Yuga ecosystem, but super happy to actually have the granddaddy.
We have Maras, other deeds, other side spaceship parts, Kodamar. We have it all, but we were missing the ape. So JC,
let's go,
the man.
Love it. Thanks for
guys,
watching with us. Those of you that are here live, thank you for being here live. Foskey, Mr. Gray, Ice, I know you're here earlier. If you're watching live but not in the chat, thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, hope you're getting value out of this. Check out some of our other videos if you want to know more about us and how we do things.
Get in the Discord, guys.
Discord is where it's at, guys.
It's degenerate, and you might win some free stuff.
And you might learn something. So pay attention to pay attention to the markets, and let's see if DJ calls another drop.
The sun is so bright.
I know, it's messing up your
coming in through my skylights right now. Just
love it. Man's got a skylight. I'm in my basement. I don't have a skylight in my basement.
Hey, Mr.
I have
drop
tile.
Planes. 3.
I have drop tile and fluorescent bulbs. So,
guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you in
the Discord.
But remember to keep an eye out, like, subscribe. We do have some new videos coming out about some AI picks that we think are gonna between 50 and 100x. So if you guys are interested in that, or want to know more about the drama with FET, keep an eye out for our new video. Hit the bell so you're notified. It will be out probably within the next few days. So
cool. Have a great Thursday. We will talk to you hopefully soon in the Discord, but if not, we'll be here tomorrow morning.
Awesome. Stack sats.
Boop.